the forms in the stations. Drop them in the box, and boom, you're done. You can also fill out our forms online. This is a service brought to you by Your Sanggu. Pag may problema, huwag mag-alala.
Racism and discrimination are spreading alongside the new coronavirus. Remember that the virus has no ethnicity, no gender, nor social class. Let's stand together as one community of human beings and flatten the curb of racism. Our diversity can unite us for a better, more inclusive and peaceful world. During the COVID-19 outbreak, only trust official information sources and credible media outlets. Do not share unverified information. This is a message from UNESCO.
Jescom Music Ministry. Music that uplifts the soul. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Kaibigan, alam mo na ba kung ano ang mga karaniwang sintomas ng COVID-19? Ito ay ang mga sumusunod: lagnat, pagkapagod, at dry cough. Habang sa ilan naman ay sipon at baradong ilong, sore throat o diarrhea. May ilan naman na wala pang sintomas, pero pwede pa rin nilang maipasa ang virus sa iba. Kung ikaw ay nasa mga lugar kung saan kumakalat ang COVID-19 o kaya may close contact sa mga taong kumpirmadong may COVID-19 o sa mga nag-aalaga sa kanila, ipagbigay alam ito sa health worker sa inyong barangay. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/radyo-katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content.
To listen to music that uplifts the soul, follow Jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. Our music is also available on iTunes and Deezer.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
catch us on
New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores.
every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede. Mga isyung napapanahon, ating pag-usapan. Baka naman pwede. Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa Baka Naman Pwede. Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Want to find out more about the famed org community of the Ateneo?
Yeah!
Wondering what projects and initiatives our student organizations are currently up to? Curious to hear the perspectives and motivations of the different people that make up the org community? Tara na't magkwentuhan! Kwentuhang MVP takes you to the vibrant and passionate organization community of the Ateneo de Manila. Tune in every Friday as we catch up with our student leaders and our organizations and find out how they're continually pushing forth with their advocacies. Kwentuhang MVP, taking the MVP to you.
Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Good morning, Ateneo. Start your day right with your morning wake-up call. Good morning, Ateneo. Catch the latest news and stories around the campus. Good morning, Ateneo. Your daily dose of radio chikahan, tawanan, kantahan, and kwentuhan. Every morning from 9 to 10 a.m. Tuesdays to Fridays. Good morning, Ateneo. Your mornings will never be the same again. Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Voice of the Blue Eagle kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpa at tama. Buhay atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Tulong at tulong, lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at gigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, katipunan, radyo, katipunan, radyo, katipunan.
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
kahit balik tanaw. Takip silim di man mapigilan, sandali lang ang dilim. Yung bilangin ang bawat sandali, kagalakay wari-walang patid. Magkasama tayo sa pagsapit ng sanglangit sa daigdig. Minamahal kitang tunay, ang tinig ko sa'yo'y bubuhay. Sambitin mo ang aking himig, at ako sa iyo'y ahawit. Alaala ng pagkakaibigan, sa puso itago't ingatan. Sa pagsilay ng bukas tingnan, alaala at puso'y iisa. Minamahal kitang tunay, ang tinig ko sa'yo'y bubuhay. Sambitin mo ang aking himig, at ako sa iyo'y aawit. Minamahal kitang tunay, at ako sa iyo'y aawit, at ako sa iyo'y aawit.
You have just heard a song from the Jesuit Music Ministry. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Okay, I can see myself on the screen. Just good evening po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to JMM Radio, the radio program of the Jesuit Music Ministry. Ako po si Lester Mendiola.
And of course, listen to music and talk with uplift the soul. Of course, you're listening to JMM Radio, the radio program of the Jesuit Music Ministry. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Of course, Justin Pontino. Of course, you are hearing us loud and clear on your FM band. If you're within the Katipunan and Ateneo areas, just tune into 87.9 FM on your radio. But if not, we're also, of course, streaming via online radio and any shoutcast radio station across the globe. Of course, napapanood din po tayo sa ating Facebook live streaming sa pages ng, of course, ng Jesuit Communications, ng Ateneo de Manila University, and of course, our Jesuit Music Ministry page. At yun din, nasa YouTube po tayo, of course, and on our Twitter live at our handle at radyo-katipunan. Ayan, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. It's another exciting Wednesday episode. Medyo na-miss ko kayo.
We went on one episode break, just, no?
Oo, no. Pero parang tagal, no? Then parang wow.
Ano, routine ko na every Wednesday, late ako kumakain ng dinner kasi I have to prepare for this show.
Yes.
Kaya parang last time, parang ano oras, ano pa yung ginagawa ko ng mga 7? I don't remember, but...
Last week kasi was what? Kasi we were on break dahil na it was yung Undas break, diba? So the holiday, November 1, and then there was a university break on November 2. So talagang and then siguro yun nga dahil we are still in the university break after that, no? I think that was November 2 to 5. So it was optional for us, no? Sa radyo-katipunan kasi since we're following Ateneo's calendar, so somehow we are also parang it's also optional for us to go live. Pero yun nga, although yun, ano pa rin naman tayo, on air pa rin naman ang RK, but the programs are optional to go out. So medyo nagpahinga din po muna kami. Kaya ayun. Pero sabi nga ni Lesta, isang episode nga lang yun di ba? Pero parang it took for it feels like forever na yung feeling na nag-break tayo. But anyway,
pero I just want to express the gratitude of all of us sa Jesuit Communications at sa Jesuit Music Ministry for your support for our concert last October 30, yung Ave Maria Choral Festival for Our Lady. And maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga choirs na nag-participate, naging bahagi ng ating virtual event at sa mga nagbahagi ng kanilang sa ating mga guests, no? Kay Brother Ritz, kay Heidi Lynn,
kay Heidi Lynn, kay Miss Heidi Lynn Diaz,
sa ating mga hosts, si Romar at saka si Max.
Tapos maraming salamat po, no, sa lahat ng sumuporta, nanood, nag-share, nag-like, and
nag-donate, sa mga nag-donate.
Siyempre. Kaya di kalimutan, ang mga nag-donate po,
para sa ating pamaskong handog, no? Actually, as of this time yata, kasi we're still continuously gathering donations, no? Tumatanggap pa rin po tayo ng donations. We have already reached, I think, 800 plus bags of
Yes.
bags of joy para po dun sa ating mga chosen community. So, maraming salamat po muli sa lahat ng mga tumugon sa panawagan, no? So, we're still expecting more, no? Sana po ay patuloy po kayong magpakita ng suporta sa pamamagitan ng inyong pagtulong.
So just in case you missed the concert, it is pinned on our Facebook page sa Jesuit Music Ministry. Ano nangyayari sa akin today? Tsaka sa jescom TV. And also the donation, how you can donate is also there. Actually, bigay natin website, jescom.ph/donate. Okay. Kamusta ka, Tas?
Ha? Ay, nagsabay ba tayo? O sige, paunahan tayo. Sino ba nauna? Kamusta? Ikaw, kamusta ang nakaraang linggo? Alam naman natin, di ba, yun nga, dahil it was Undas break. So, kamusta ang iyong Undas? Nakapag-celebrate pa kayo or nakapunta ba kayo ng di ba? Alam mo naman.
Last year, hindi kami nakapunta kasi I know sarado rin yung mga cemeteries, di ba? During may time na sarado yung cemeteries. Tapos, in advance or late, parang hindi rin kami nakapunta. Pero this year, we were able to go. I think, October 29 ba just? Tapos November 4, di ba?
I think from October 29 to November, hindi ko rin sure kung 4 or 3 eh. Pero basta, hindi, as usual, hindi pa rin sila nagpapasok.
So we went to the cemetery ng the day bago mag-close yung cemetery. Super aga, as in 7 a.m. wala pang tao. Tapos parang, ang dami nang nakalagay na mga candles at saka flowers. So ibig sabihin, yung mga tao, nagpunta na talaga sila ng weekend.
So natuto na sila.
Oo. So mabuti na lang hindi kami sumabay. Tapos, yung mga ceremonies that we do to remember our beloved departed, we did it at home. And then we offered masses, of course, during actually the entire month of November sa ating parish. Yeah. Ikaw?
Sa akin, wala. Ganun din. We were not able to go kasi nga mahigpit kumbaga mahigpit pa rin naman syempre yung natin, di ba? Yung hindi nakakapasok pa rin dun sa At the same time, kami din mismo, we still continue to ensure our safety pa rin kaya dinecidean pa rin namin na hindi talaga pumunta. But syempre, nag-offer na lang din tayo ng mga pagdasal at para dun sa ating mga namayapang kapamilya. And in fact, yun nga in-enroll na lang natin sila dun sa ating November project, yung ating Flowers Memories Project. Flowers X Memories Project. Ayan. So, ipupulag ko na rin. Ayan, kasi sa buong buwan ng Nobyembre, of course, we will be dedicating or praying for all the departed souls. So, of course, we will be offering flowers in memory of our departed loved ones who went ahead of us. So, you can actually still enroll names of your departed loved ones to be included in doon sa ilalagay siya doon sa parang maliliit na message cards, tapos isasabit siya doon sa parang may mga bote na may mga bulaklak. Nakikita niyo po yun siguro pag doon sa daily masses natin may fixtures sa likod ng altar. Yun po yun. So their names are actually there in the altar. And yun na nga, at least you know that they are being continuously prayed for and blessed for during our daily masses. So if you still want to join to enroll your departed loved ones, you can go ahead and go to bit.ly/Flower Memories Project to enroll them. Actually, the link is already down in the comment section right now. So, yun po.
Yes.
Okay. Pero, tonight, hindi naman tungkol sa pundas ang pag-uusapan natin.
Correct.
Tapos naman na yun. But we are, of course, we have a guest tonight. No, we're gonna be talking pa rin about our. We're still featuring mga mga special. Kumbaga we're paano ba natin ipuput ito? They're artists, yan. We're still doing our artist feature, pero ibang artist ngayon ang ma-feature natin. Kasi she is not a singer naman technically. Or so I thought. Or I thought. Baka pwede naman. Baka naman pala, no? Mamaya namimiss quote ako dito. But we have, of course, somebody who's actually good naman in the field of multimedia arts. Ayan. And lalo na ngayon sa panahon na we are we're heavy on social media, the use of social media, no. So, yeah, sila yung mga taong marunong mag-navigate through, and also sila yung nagpapaganda ng natin, ng mga social media feeds. Ayan. Kaya artists silang maituturing, diba, Bless?
Kapatid natin sa media ang ating guest.
At syempre, no, kapatid natin sa ating ministry. Kaya siguro pakilala na natin ang ating panauhin ngayong gabi.
Ako ba magpapakilala? Okay. Ang ating panauhin ngayong gabi ay siya ang web administrator at multimedia artist. Ano ba talaga nangyari sa kanya ngayong gabi? Of CBCP Media Office. How do you pronounce this? Areopagos?
Areopagos.
Communications. She's also a core member of Youth Pinoy. Member tayo ng Youth Pinoy, di ba? Yeah. And yung mga binanggit natin na mga ministries or offices, they are actually the organizer of the Catholic Social Media Summit. And friends, please welcome our guest this evening, Miss Sky Ortigas.
Yeah. Hello, Sky.
Good evening po sa inyong lahat. To Justin and Kuya Lester, good evening. And I'm so happy to be here joining you. Actually, dream ko talaga maging singer. Pero parang mas gusto ni Lord na maging web designer.
Malay mo naman, baka maging talent yun, di ba?
I tried, pero parang ayaw nila sa akin.
Lumalayo yung talent, ganon.
Oo.
But anyway, well, thanks for, of course, being to our invitation. No? Syempre, yun nga, sabi nga namin, you're still a relevant artist kasi nga, especially in this time and age na, sa social media, no, yung bumubulong ang mundo ng karamihan sa atin. No? But we'll talk more about that, of course. Unang muna bago yun, kamusta ka muna? How have you been doing so far?
Well, okay naman. I think I'm currently in Iloilo. So since I think last year I went home kasi taga dito talaga ako. I went home for Christmas and thinking I'll be back in Manila by January, but things happened and then lockdowns happened and flight schedules are getting crazier and crazier that time. So I decided to stay here in Iloilo together with my family kasi I'm living alone lang in Manila. So instead of, since naging work from home din naman kami sa CBCP Media Office because of the whole pandemic. So at least I got to be with family at the same time I have work. So, and since medyo digital yung trabaho ko, nasa website, nasa computer, so hindi tumigil yung work ko. Fortunately for myself, kasi sa work, hindi tumigil yung trabaho. And so we're also affected by the pandemic. Nagka-COVID din yung buong family ko. But praise the Lord and thank God kasi recovered na lahat. And we're just so blessed na talagang inayos ni Lord lahat.
Yay, salamat sa Diyos. Siguro Sky, I'm just curious. How how did you get into the media ministry of CBCP?
Ayun, very very long story. But before kasi, I was a full-time missionary for Couples for Christ. So, after graduation, after graduating from college, nag-decide ako to become a full-time missionary for the Couples for Christ community. And then, from there, I was assigned to Kenya and Tanzania in Africa for 2 years. So I went there, walang uwian. So I was assigned there to do the mission work of Couples for Christ. And then there, when I was there, aside from doing like mission work, going to Catholic churches, parishes, working with the poor, etc., with the usual mission work that everyone will do, my assignment as well is to do all the communications, build the website, do emails, yung mga ganon. Kasi I'm also a computer engineering graduate. Mm-hmm. And medyo love ko on the communications and design side. Medyo nagamit ko kasi one of my prayers talaga, sabi ko, Lord, what if you want me to be a missionary, use me as well in everything. Hindi lang yung giving catechesis, hindi lang yung ganon, but at the same time, all my skills. So anyway, I was in Africa and then doon ako natuto kasi ako lang yung sa akin na-assign yung mga ganong part, communication, layout ng newsletters, etc. So when I came back to the Philippines after 2 years, napunta na ako sa communication side ng Couples for Christ. So nandun na, and then pag may mga meetings with CBCP, with other offices nung the whole church talaga, isa ako sa mga pinapadala. So there was a meeting na pinatawag ang Commission on Youth and also the media office ng CBCP because they wanted to build a website for the youth ministry, and they wanted to also be online, be on the trend, ganan. So what happened was, since nandun ako sa meeting, medyo madaldal tayo. and medyo ang daming naging suggestions, ganyan. So doon nabuo ang Youth Pinoy, which is one of the organization, is the main organization who is spearheading the Catholic Social Media Summit. So doon nabuo ang Youth Pinoy. That was like 10 years ago, 2009, I think, 2010, somewhere there. Doon nabuo yung Youth Pinoy. And after a few years, naging kinuha na talaga ako ng CBCP Media Office. So I'm currently full-time na for CBCP Media Office. Yon. And Areopagus Communications, which is the legal name of CBCP Media Office. Yan. So, yon. Yun yung naging trabaho ko. And sobrang na-inlove ako sa multimedia, sa web design. So somehow, naging administrator ako ng websites and the other websites also that is produced by the media office. Yun po yung kung paano ako napunta dito.
Nakarelate ako doon sa sinabi niya na yung pag sa sobrang kadaldalan mo, di ba? Yung ending.
Yeah.
Oo, sige, let's implement that with you.
Paminsan
parang sabi ko wag na.
Pinapahama ka ba ng pagiging madaldal? Kasi
Oo, so medyo suggest and then parang, sige, gawin mo na. Okay.
Exactly. Suggest mo ako. Marami nakaka-relate dyan. I'm pretty sure. Baka marami nagre-react ngayon sa ating comment feed. But anyway, ayun, so talagang although at least you already have the parang educational background, tapos you involved your passion in it as well, yung passion for creating stuff, Kaya maganda rin naman yung mix na yon, 'di ba? Parang and it somehow would make your work easy kasi nga you're comfortable already with what you're doing. Pero we're interested to know, paano ba nag-start yung kunya itong what you call this, itong organization nyo, yung Youth Pinoy. Parang how was it to be part of it? At saka parang what are the exact things that you do in that organization?
Okay, so yun nga, when I was still in Couples for Christ, one of the things na nagpatawag ang CBCP Media Office and the Episcopal Commission on Youth nung si Bishop Joel Bailon pa yung head nung ECY. So what they did is they wanted to have a website or they wanted to have something na to make the youth ministry and the media office and the church youth ministry, they wanted it na medyo yung presence na makita naman online. Kasi yung time na yon, dun pa lang nagsa-start yung Facebook, yung Twitter, dun pa lang talaga tumataas yung social media and the websites as well. So, I went to that meeting and then nagmadala tayo. And eventually, the groups who were there, they formed us into parang a core group to start Youth Pinoy. It was really very raw pa yun. Hindi pa namin alam kung magiging organization ba kami or what is the advocacy of the group. Parang ang gusto lang ni na Bishop noon was to really, we wanted the youth ministry to be present online. And we wanted to take this challenge na we will also be present in the online world and evangelize others. Kasi nagsa-start na talaga yung social media noon eh. And we are treading on rough waters ba, hindi namin alam kung ano yung gagawin. But eventually, after a lot of meetings, a lot of brainstorming, nabuo yung parang core ng Youth Pinoy. And then one of the things na naging yung first vision noon ng Youth Pinoy is WWW, which is win the world through the word. So, ang gusto lang namin mag-blog, yung ganon. And then eventually, blog lang muna, gather writers, different writers, maglalagay ng news about the youth ministry, news articles about what is happening in the different parishes, dioceses, or write articles about love, relationships, etc. Ganon. Kasi nung time na yon, uso yung blog eh. Blog pa lang. Wala pa yung YouTube nun. So eventually that started, and then we also have different communities then who is with us, and eventually we also work with the different youth ministry of the parishes. And eventually after that medyo nag-evolve siya to who are the members of Youth Pinoy. So yung ganon, pang the members of Youth Pinoy are everyone who you see online. So parang ganon, eventually naging sabi natin, we need to teach the young how to be themselves in social media, how to deal in social media, kasi doon na nagsa-start yung mga inggitan, insecurities, yung mga ganon. Eventually every year nag-iiba na ang social media, ang daming platforms na, so we have to be on trend, we have to really show Christ in the digital world. And then afterwards, doon na nag-start to have a Catholic Social Media Summit. So I think we started ng 2011 to have the Catholic Social Media Summit. The first intention was to teach the young how to be themselves in social media. And we discussed different platforms, how to make a Facebook page. Ganun pa yun before. Parang, how do you start your own Facebook page? Ganyan. So our dream before was to have all parishes to have their own Facebook pages. Yung mga ganon yung dream. So eventually, nakikita na namin, after 10 years, nakikita na namin na parang, oo nga, no, halos lahat ng parishes meron ng Facebook pages, ganyan. And then, before, marami pang ayaw sa social media. But eventually, I think this pandemic also really helped us, hindi naman help us, but in a way, na magnify lang yung advocacy ng Youth Pinoy to really put God in social media na. Parang God is also present online. Yan. So, eventually, ganun yung naging...
Oo, yung mga, diba dati, parang yung social media sa mga parokya, hindi masyadong pinapansin yan eh. Pero ngayon, parang since nung start yung ECQ, parang yun talaga yung venue for the church to communicate
And we have a lot of stories before, like yung mga different social communications group ng different parishes na parang hindi sila nabibigyan ng budget to live stream their holy mass, mga ganun, kasi gusto na nila mag live stream kasi nga maraming mga OFWs na nanonood sa kanila kasi syempre pag sa parish na yon mas doon ka manonood, 'di ba? So we have a lot of stories from different members of social communications ng different parishes na parang ayaw kaming supportahan, ganyan, ayaw nila mag-live stream. But eventually, nung nangyari itong pandemic na parang nag-live stream lahat, everyone was so into it. And parang, in a way, somehow, we have seen na what we have worked before has been also, nakita mo yung fruits now na parang lahat pala na natutunan nila before with the Catholic Social Media Summit na gagamit nila dito dahil because of this pandemic. And I think also God prepared us in that way na alam naman niya kasi siguro may pandemic na darating. So in a way, I think what we have prepared, what God has prepared us is now very evident in what is happening in the world, diba? Like tayo, may online radio tayo ngayon. So, dati hindi naman natin inisip to na magkakaroon, di ba?
Dati sa studio kami.
Oo.
Actually, lang, di ba, na hindi ka talaga lang sa radyo, nasa studio tayo, nag-broadcast. Ngayon, wala. Because of this pandemic, we were forced to recreate ourselves into like an online platform, di ba?
Yes, true. And we have realized na it can be done in your four walls of your house, 'di ba? Na pwede pala, you can evangelize kahit nasa bahay ka lang.
And what more, 'di ba? With the churches, 'di ba?
True.
Kaya din rin nila na mag-produce ng not just content but really talaga to evangelize, to use that tool, 'di ba? To use the platform as a tool for evangelization. So, galing. Medyo yun na nga, di ba, providential. Pero, sabi nga nila dati, parang palamuti nga lang daw yung pagkakaroon ng social media sa mga parokya. Ngayon, it's now a necessity and essential, di ba? Anyway, nabanggit mo na rin lang naman kasi we already jumped into the Catholic Social Media Summit. So, if you can just give us like an idea of what exactly is the Catholic Social Media Summit and parang ano ba yung mga pini-expect natin na nangyayari or may expect natin nangyayari doon sa summit na yun?
Ayan. For this year, this is our 10th year na. So parang 10 years na pala kami nagka-Catholic Social Media Summit.
Bilis,
so, bilis. So our 10th year is the main theme of the summit is the influencer, which is taken from Matthew 5:16, which is let your light shine before men to see the good you do and praise your Father in heaven. So, what we wanted to focus on, we wanted to bring back and tell everyone who is the main influencer talaga, not just us. And we are just being used as influencer to influence other people so that we could, to influence other people to go back to the main influencer himself, which is God. So we have different, I think we have 30 plus speakers who will talk about the different challenges that they have in social media. So we have like pastoral sessions, but at the same time, we also have sessions about work from home, how to find work from home. We also have sessions about journalism. We also have sessions about online school. We have a teacher who will be speaking about that. We also have a session about anxiety, depressions, mental health, and social media. So, ang daming speakers who will talk about different things. Our main speakers are Archbishop Socrates Villegas. We also have Bishop Bong Bailon, and he will talk about the prison ministry. And also, we have Sir Edwin Lopez of EWTN, who's also going to talk about the mission, the media mission of the church. So, and also we have Father Rob Gallia, who's, if you know him, is the priest in Australia who joined X Factor. Australia, I think. And then we have different speakers here from the different media networks as well. And also, yun, medyo madami. We also have one person who's talking about work with the poor, but at the same time, she also suffered from cancer. Yung mga ganon. So, and how God has inspired them and how they are influencing others through social media. Because somehow, the whole summit, kung mapapansin nyo yung talk namin, yung mga sessions namin is more on personal, more on stories, because we believe that social media is just a tool, and how are you going to use this tool to share your story? So how are you going to fire up your message in social media? So that's why we have different influencers who will be talking about their own stories, their own journey in social media, so that they can also share to others how to do it. Because somehow alam na natin paano mag-Facebook, mag-Twitter, mag-TikTok eh. We all know those technical things, but what we need to know right now is how we can fire up our message, how we can make our message relatable to those who are watching it, and inspire others as well to also make sure that their message can also be used in social media and can inspire other people. So yun yung we have our target audience before was talagang the social communicators, the youth ministries and all. But right now, because it is online and you can watch it on demand, it encompasses we have clergy, religious who are joining and registering as well. So nakakatuwa. Oo.
Parang general audience.
Oo, naging general audience na siya. And even OFWs are also interested to watch. So, yun. Maraming different topics. And yung, alam mo yung sa social issues ng simbahan, tatouch din natin yan. Kasi it's very it's crazy right now what is happening in the world, diba? So I think meron din tayong frontliners who's going to speak. So nakakatawa na what is happening today is they are going to share their own stories, and then so that we can inspire other people through social media.
Maganda, no? Parang yun na nga it's not only to learn more on how you can harness the tool, but also to know how to use it properly. Then,
true.
Kasi we know naman din that social media somehow is a two-sided it's a two-faced na yes, it can be a good tool to use for communicating. But at the same time, it also has its yung mga kumbaga yung the negative side of it, na especially if it's abuse. And dahil dyan, actually, yun na nga yung next namin tanong sa'yo. Kung ikaw mismo, you're a Catholic creator, content creator yourself, no? Ano ba sa'yo yung mga in your work, ano ba yung mga do's and don'ts natin na pwede mong i-share for kahit personal mong tips, for example, on how you actually use social media to evangelize. So yung mga do's and don'ts of using social media.
Well, very first thing is that think before you click talaga. You need to know how to control your emotions in social media, because once it's out there, it's not yours anymore. Once you post something online and it's out there, it's not yours anymore. It's the property of the public. So, tandaan natin, social media is very public. So you cannot say it's my account, I post it. It's my page, I can post anything. But once you post something, it belongs to the world already. So you should be ready of the different comments or the different reactions of the people around you. So make sure that you're also ready for that. And especially marami kasing nagra-rant sa social media. So there are people who are posting creepy messages and all that just for the sake of posting. But sometimes you have to also think na whoever is reading my post, will that bring good to the person? Yung mga ganon. So, will that inspire a person, whoever is reading my post? Yung mga ganon. Even your engagement post, or you're posting a question, for example, you're posting about politics, diba? Will that post encourage engagement with others? Will it encourage dialogue? Yung mga ganon. So, make sure that what you post is also something that will encourage others and will help others, but at the same time, we will also, kasi minsan, post lang tayo ng post because gusto natin mag-post, gusto natin mag-rant sa social media. So sometimes, minsan hindi natin alam yung mga reactions ng different people around us. And it can also lead us to break down, di ba? So, just make sure to think before you post, even though especially if you're very emotional, try to stay away from posting at that time. Kasi sometimes, hindi mo ini-expect na yun yung magiging reaction ng people around you. So first is think before you post, really, and pray before you post. So, minsan ako pag nagpo-post ako sa Facebook, talagang ilang beses ko siya binabasa bago ko i-post, just to make sure that will this post bring good to someone? Will this post inspire others? Will this post help others? Or will this post just it's just there so that I could be proud of myself, or mga ganon. So you have to also think of what you are posting. And then secondly, be careful as well. Be careful when you post, because not everyone out there is your friend. Especially, yun nga, sinasabi ko kanina, what you post online. Kahit na i-delete mo man yun, nandun pa rin yun, online pa rin yun. May power ang screenshot. So make sure that you also need to be careful, especially in giving out your addresses, your email address, yung mga ganon. Syempre, you just need to be careful on that. And the third, siguro, you really have to pray, especially if you're called to evangelize in social media, if you're called to work in social media. I think prayers is very important, and courage then, because it's a world that is crazy. You don't know the reactions of the different people around you. So you need also to be prepared if you want to work in social media. So you have to be prepared of the different comments around.
May singit question lang ako. Meron ka bang saint specifically na dinadasalan when you do your work sa social media? Meron ka bang
Well, ngayon, very, hindi pa siya saint, pero sobrang naging close friend ko. Naging close friend talaga. Naging close friend ko si Blessed Carlo Acutis.
Yes,
yeah, when I learned about his story, so parang I really parang nagustuhan ko how he works, and somehow he is also the one I really prayed for when we got COVID. So talagang I asked for his prayers din talaga. So especially right now. But also we have Saint Teresa of Avila. Sobrang favorite ko kasi siya kasi medyo hindi lang siya, alam mo yung saint na medyo madaldal din. I think siya yun. Isa siya sa mga ganong saint na who speaks her mind. So I think I also pray to her. And Saint Therese, yan, of the Child Jesus. Yan din.
Kasi parang feeling ko nga parang eventually nga baka isa si Blessed Carlos sa maging talaga patron of mga social communicator, social media.
Medyo binasa ko yung niya, medyo inalam ko talaga yung profile niya. Sabi ko, ay, cool to yung person na to. Sana could have met him somewhere.
At saka parang very, aside from he's very relevant during our times, siya lang yung isa sa mga saints na nakita ko na naka-sneakers,
naka-jeans.
Jeans, naka-yata yung suot.
And you can relate to him talaga.
Relate lalo na yung mga kabataan. Kasi he's really like a modern day saint for all of us.
Just siguro ang sunod kong question kay Sky is, siguro as a content creator, how or ano yung payo mo sa mga Catholic content creators to make sure that what they post is free of fake news or anything that
information, di ba?
Or fake information?
Well, read before posting anything or sharing anything. Make sure that your source is the source is very important. So kailangan din yung source mo they legit or legal yung source mo. And then there are times kasi na there are times kasi na kung makita kong headline, i-share ko lang kaagad. But somehow there are times that those articles mislead you and hindi din pala siya sa tamang source. So make sure that your sources are also they also base their articles and their information on facts. Yan. Of course, marami naman tayong magagandang sources. So just make sure that your sources are, kasi public opinion is very important right now. It is one of the main influencers ngayon is and news is the one who can influence talaga public opinion. So make sure your source as well or your information is you take those information in legit sites. Yun. And then especially and for the content creators naman, research and make sure and also ask people around you as qualified people around you when it comes, if you want to discuss things na especially important things right now, especially elections are coming, political issues is also very important to check out and to make sure that your sources are legit and totoo and they tell the truth talaga.
Always fact check, di ba sabi nga nila? Fact check.
Fact checking.
Correct. Ayan. Pero so syempre aside from that, we are now in our second year in parang working from our homes. Ito naman siguro, baka hihingi din siguro yung ating mga tagapakinig ng mga tips naman on how you actually have to balance your life, yung work and life balance mo. Lalo na ngayon kasi, di ba, we are work from home. Most of us are work from home. Nahihirapang mag-adjust, di ba? Kasi dahil nga wala na yung walls that separate work and your job at home. So ikaw, meron ka bang mga personal hacks mo on healthy usage of social media as work and then keeping up with your friends and family too during this time?
Ako kasi when I was living in Manila and was living alone, it wasn't a problem with me kasi ako lang nandun. But what I did there is that nag-set up talaga ako ng working area. So, meron akong sariling working table, doon na lahat yung computer ko nandun. So, once I sit there, it means work. So, it takes a lot of discipline kasi nga wala. When I came home here in Iloilo, it's more challenging kasi you are with family. Masaya pag nandito yung family mo. Minsan inuutusan ka ng nanay mo in the middle of work, di ba? But at the same time,
relate ako doon, ha?
Ayun, but it takes a lot of discipline them to also tell your family na I'm currently working, I'm online at the moment, I'm in a meeting, ganyan. So ganun pa rin yung ginawa ko. Nag-set up ako ng sariling working area. So yung working area na yon, it's working area lang talaga. So every time I sit there, I know that it's work. So set up a working area. Pero kahit nga yung working area ko nasa room lang din. So nakikita ko din. So I make sure na hindi ako nakatingin sa kama habang nagwo-work. Kasi syempre pag nakikita mo yung kama mo, masaya di ba? Masarap matulog.
Nakaka-entice
So, and then also time yourself. Yung talagang make sure na it takes a lot of discipline to do this, but it's also really na okay by 8 o'clock to 12 I'm going to work. 12 magla-lunch ako. Mga ganon. So make sure to also time yourself, have a break time, just like who you are in the office. Talagang make sure that you also time yourself then. Yun yung ako, that work for me. Na talagang okay, sinet ko yung calendar ko. Ginagamit ko ang Google Calendar ngayon rather than before na nagka-office kami. So yung calendar ko ngayon mas naging maayos kasi meron ng to-do list, yung mga ganun. Meron ng by this hour dapat nagtatrabaho ako sa ganitong website. By this hour gaganito ako. Just to make sure kasi one of the things that I learned also with one of my friends is sabi niya is action daw yung pwede mong ilagay sa calendar mo. Parang action rather than to do, rather than parang listahan of your meetings. It's parang action, like I'm going to work on this project at this time. So parang you set a time. And then you also set break times as well. So it takes a lot of discipline yung work from home, but it's doable.
Gusto ko yung yung tip na yon, yung action. Words yung ilalagay kasi parang parang it will train your mind to kasi paminsan 'di ba kapag nasa bahay tayo, wala nang oras, parang kahit na 10 o'clock nagtatrabaho ako, anong oras, wala nang parang because your office is also at your room. Parang mahirap mag-set ng boundaries, no?
Correct. Ako naman yung routine, no? I agree with the routine kasi nga nasanay nga tayo na meron tayong routine sa office, 'di ba? Yung may work, may break, and then work again, 'di ba? Kasi sa house nga tama, no? Kasi parang pag nandito ka sa bahay, aside from may uutos sa'yo or meron kang gagawing chores, 'di ba? Na andyan din yung temptation na mag-break up for the most part kasi nga andyan yung kama mo or may laro yung mga other hobbies mo, 'di ba, na nandyan sa bahay, na instead na spend mo yon, 'di ba, working, dahil nandyan din sila, parang minsan na natitempt ka. Kaya you have to have that kind of routine na parang isipin mo na yung work mo kasama siya dun sa daily tasks mo ng
And one of the things that helped me is that you also dress up for work. Like,
yes, I think, no?
Hindi ako nakapambahay pag nagtatrabaho kayo. Make sure that
diba,
nag-lipstick ako, di ba?
Correct, di ba? Yung gigising ka ng umaga.
You dress up, naligo ka, ganun. So, just also to let you feel na work time to.
Simulate mo talaga na you are really at work. Ang ganda. Ayun. Okay. Alright, so siguro baka at this point, it's best that we invite our listeners to get to know more about the Catholic Social Media Summit. So please do indulge us with your invitation to our audience.
Ayan, so thank you. Before that, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of JMM Radio. So first, I would like to invite everyone who are listening and who is watching to join the Catholic Social Media Summit. The title is The Influencer. It will happen on December 11 and 12. And the registration is now ongoing. You can register at www.catholicsocialmediasummit.com. So you can register for an individual. You can register also as a group. You can register as an individual, but pag group kayo nag-register, you will have a coupon for a 10% discount kasi it's the 10th year of the summit already. And at the same time, you have an early bird registration, so it will finish in 2 days. So mas lesser pa, mas may discount pa ulit pag you avail the early bird registration. We have a regular pass and an all access pass. A regular pass is all the talks will be available on that weekend, December 11 and 12. But if you avail the all access pass, all the talks will be available to you for the whole year. So it's also, and you have more freebies. You will have a mission kit and a certificate that you attended the summit. So please do register. It's very exciting ngayon pa lang with the lineup of speakers. We have, I think, 16 speakers pa lang right now on the website because every week naglalabas kami ng speakers. So tomorrow may dagdag na ulit yan. So we dagdag, but we have around 30 plus speakers for you guys to also learn, and you can watch it on demand on December 11 and 12. So nakakatuwa, and I've watched some of the I've talked to some of the speakers, and ang dami nilang magagandang points to share and things to learn also. So don't forget, friends, www.catholicsocialmediasummit.com. The link is, I think, is in the comment section below here. So please do register, and else we will see you there. So I'm sure you'll enjoy the whole summit. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a magandang opportunity to kasi dati yung CSMS is being held parang physical, di ba? Parang you have to attend. I think you held that in Siena College before.
Yes, before. So we have different venues before. One of them is Siena College.
Ngayon mas madali kasi you'll just register online and attend online, and you'll learn a lot from dun sa mga nabanggit ni Sky at sa mga parating pa ng mga guests that they are revealing every day. Ayan. Okay. So abangan po natin yan.
Yeah, just a few comments from our comment section, no. May mga bumabati syempre, may mga kasama. Maraming salamat po for joining us tonight, no. Sila Delia Reyno, ayan si Lani Layo. Ayan si Roque Palero, sabi niya naka-attend daw siya ng first social media summit, no, CSMS. I think he is from the SIFAM Catechetical Foundation of the Archdiocese.
I hope to see you again, Sir Roque, on the 10th year.
Ayun. So, ayan, no, we've dropped in the comment section the link where you can register, no. So para po sa mga interesado, please go check them out in their website. So again, that's www.catholicsocialmediasummit.com. You can also follow them, of course, on their Facebook page at Catholic Social Media Summit. That's one word. Facebook.com. Okay, ayan, maraming salamat, Sky, for joining us tonight. We've learned a lot, and we of course hope to see you all as well in this upcoming event, no, yung Catholic Social Media Summit. Ayan. So, ayan mga katipunero, sana po ay maka-attend din kayo at so that you can also learn more about harnessing this technology, no, yung social media. In evangelizing and proclaiming, of course, the word of God. Ayan. Okay, Les, siguro at this point, maybe we have some announcements from JMM.
Yes, oo. Kami po ay nangungulit pa rin sa inyo. Please follow us on our social media accounts. We are on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's at Jesuit Music Ministry. And we are on Spotify. That's jescom.ph. And then watch out for a new version of One More Gift by West End multi-awarded actress and singer Miss Joanna Ampil. Yung bagong version ng One More Gift that's dropping on November 19 on all digital music platforms. And Justin, batiin natin si Kuya Ray ng advance happy birthday, Kuya Ray. It's his birthday tomorrow. Advance happy birthday po, Kuya.
Happy birthday, Kuya. Ayan. So, alam mo na. Alam mo na. Pakain ka naman dyan. Just kidding. Happy birthday, Kuya Ray. Sana makasama ka na namin ulit dito sa JMM Radio. Ayan.
Yes.
Sky, anything you'd like, anyone you'd like to greet or pabate or any last minute,
Ayan, to all the members of Youth Pinoy out there, yung mga nanonood, thank you so much also for working very hard for this, for the preparation of this summit. And my family is here with me watching. So hello din daw sa inyo from my family.
Hello din po. Ayan. Paano ba? Maayong gabi? Ano ba? Tama ba?
Maayong gabi.
Maayong gabi.
Kainong tanan. Ayan. At sa Radyo Katipunan naman, of course, yun nga po, just continue tuning into our programs. By the way, on this coming Saturday, there's a special event that's happening. It's the 10th. 10th year din yata, no? It's the EYM, the Eucharistic Youth Movement, will be having their Festival of the Eucharist. No, it's a half-day conference with, of course, their speaker, Bishop Pablo Virgilio David of the Diocese of Caloocan. Ayan. So, kung makakasama po kayo, just tune in to, of course, our social media accounts here on Radyo Katipunan, as well as it will be shown in the social media pages of the Diocese of Caloocan, and of course, the Jesuit Communications and the EYM Philippines. Okay. So muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikisama sa amin ngayong gabi. Of course, we also thank again our guest for tonight, Sky. So hope to see you again in our next guesting. Yan. At kayo po mga Katipuneros, mag-ingat po kayo lagi. Of course, don't forget to tune in to us next week for another exciting episode of your JMM Radio, only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Ako po si Justin Pontino.
Ako po si Lester Mendiola, sa ngalan ng aming JMM Radio team, ang mga producers na sina Judith, Adam, Chris, at sa ating tech na si Engineer James, at sa ating katawan si JMM na si Kuya Ray. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at iiwanan po namin kayo ng isang awit mula sa ating Gifted to Give album mula sa Bukas Palad Music Ministry. Good night, everyone!
Good night!
Years of faith, 500 years with hope. You've been our way and our truth, the guiding light in our lives. In you we found our home. You give us reason to live. You show us how to forgive. And when your touch we are healed, your promises are fulfilled. By every grace we receive, gifted to give, love to give love. Our hearts are wrapped in your embrace. Send us to set the world ablaze. Spreading your word, spreading the word. Washed by our faith, raised by our hope. Praises to you, our souls uplift. Freely believe what we receive. Gifted to give. Gifted to give. Because of you we are saved. Because of you we don't fear. You send your spirit to us to guide us throughout our days until all things disappear. You give us reason to live. You show us how to forgive. And with your touch we are healed. Your promises are fulfilled. By every grace we receive. Gifted to give, love to give love. Our hearts are wrapped in your embrace. Send us to set the world ablaze. Spreading the word, spreading the word. Wash out our faith, raised by our hope. together. Our hearts are wrapped in your embrace. Send us to set the world ablaze. Spreading your word, for triumph faith. Praised by our home, praises to you, our souls uplift. Freely believe what we receive. Gifted to give, gifted to give, gifted to give. Our hearts are wrapped in your embrace. Send us to set the world ablaze. Spreading your word, spreading your word, for triumph faith. Praised by our home, praises to you, our souls uplift. Freely believe, gifted to give, gifted to
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.